Let's welcome a new member in my watch collection. Before we start, two shout outs. The first to my good friend Marcus, who helped me with his Best Buy service to purchase a piece. The second shout out to Alexei from Altair Jeweler, and to Altair Jeweler of course as well, who sold to me this beautiful Grand Seiko. Guys, thanks for having me, thanks for letting me film a little bit of the purchase. Guys, let's check out the latest addition to my watch collection. Let's go! But Mr. B, how on earth could you choose a quartz one and then such a boring one for your watch collection? Guys, I'm a mechanic guy. I do like mechanical watches, but when I did purchase my Seiko Turtle in Japan, I did fall in love with the SBGX series. Over there I had the chance to lay my hands on the black dial version and the silver dial version. I like both of them, prefer anyways a white dial, a crisp, pure white dial, and this is what this one has to offer. Another thing is that it's to me really fascinating how Grand Seiko does produce their movements. They have got two watchmakers who set the watch together. They do grow over 3 months their own quartz crystals. I mean, this is amazing. And then they sort out the best for the 9F movements. Plus minus 10 seconds a year accuracy. The only thing which is above this are their high accuracy quartz movements, which is like plus minus 5 seconds a year, and this is incredible. I mean, guys, come on, this is mind-blowing. And if you watch then how the second hand hits every single time the indice on the dial with a big accuracy, this is just mind-blowing. And also the hand does move twice in a second, you just don't see it, so that it doesn't swing back. Every 3 years you need to change the battery, which is alright. I can do this at my Grand Seiko dealer where I purchased this watch, and that's it. The mechanical part of the quartz movement is actually sealed, air sealed in a small tank, so to say. So you just need a service every 50 years. So I think without just changing the battery, I'm safe for the next decades, so to say. Yeah, this is just the fun about it's the technology. I'm a mechanical guy, but really they do have the history of releasing the first quartz watch. They shake the watch industry in the past in terms of quartz movements, and they really developed it to the top, and this is why I actually went for this piece. Alright guys, let's discuss a little bit the technical data and specification. I did rant a little bit already about the movement, but let's check the dimensions. 37 millimeters, for me it's fine. I mean, this is to me the dress watch. It should be a little bit smaller, and it sits so comfortable on the wrist and it doesn't appear too small thanks to the white dial. We do have of course 10 millimeter of height, which is very flat, perfect to me. 19 millimeter lug width, which I will wear anyways just on the steel bracelet, but yeah, if you're on the market for aftermarket straps or leather straps, 19 millimeter, you can find them, but it's not the best size, so whatever, to me it doesn't bother me, it doesn't matter. 100 meters of water resistance, it's perfect. The crown is not a screw down crown, it's just a regular crown, but still with 100 meters of water resistance, I'm fine, I'm safe. I mean, how more do I want from a dress watch? I mean, I can rock it as I do rock all my watches, and that's the most important thing to me, so I think overall this is okay. We do have half links and longer links in the bracelet, so you can adjust it more or less good. You've got a double pusher clasp, a regular clasp, no safety clasp, but for the dress watch, I think this is fine. Three things I do dislike a little bit about this watch. On the one hand is how the bracelet joins with the case. There is a small gap. I have this on my Sharp, and as well I do have this also with the Uncle Seiko Jubilee bracelet I purchased for my Turtle. The crown could be a little bit bigger. I mean, the crown is okay, but I think it could be a little bit more grippy. And another thing is you don't have any fine adjustment possibilities in the clasp. Of course, you can arrange the bracelet with the half links and the full links, but it's a little bit more tricky to get the right size of the bracelets. I myself wear my watches pretty loose, so no complaints about it. It wears very comfortable on my wrist, but yeah, these are the 3 things I can complain about. I'm still in love still with this piece, so yeah, it's to me some minors, but yeah, something to definitely talk about. Guys, we did talk about what I dislike, let's talk about what I do like. And what I do like is the Dauphine hands. I mean, it's sort of Patek Philippe Calatrava-ish. It's a little bit sporty. Then we have a crisp white dial. I did really look for a crisp white dial, snow white dial, and I did find it. It's pure white. It looks very elegant in combination with this indices, with the hand. The Zarazzo polishing is beautifully made. And even right now, I mean, it's gray outside, rainy, the light isn't the best today, which makes this one actually pretty difficult to film. You still find everywhere some light reflections, and this is the fun of the watch, and this is why I do like it that much, because it's a boring design, sort of, it's a classical design, but there is still so much to see, to encounter, and to explore. It's just because why I'm actually in love with this piece. I think Grand Seiko is a brand which you should consider. They offer quite a lot. On the one hand, you've got automatic movements, you've got high beat movements with 36,000 beats per minute. You do have the spring drive movements, the 9F quartz movements, and high accuracy quartz movement, different complication chronographs, GMT complications. They have so many different designs, the quality is up there, as well with their collaboration with Hodinkee. They bring out quite a lot limited editions, and where they really do shine is with the design on the one hand of the dials, and they really have gorgeous dials. I'm not just talking about the Snowflake, I do also talk about, for example, the Godzilla I could lay my hands on during my visit yesterday at Jeweler Altair. This is an amazing piece. What's pretty cool as well is when you purchase the Godzilla special or limited edition, you're going to receive also a Godzilla toy, which is pretty awesome from my point of view. And yeah, this watch is really, it's a massive, it's a big piece. You've got the rough, tough leather bracelet, the leather strap. The dial itself is, you've got a sunburst effect, you've got a pattern effect there, the structure is so deep. I mean, from the structure of the dial, they do shine with that, and then as well the case finish is next level. The bezel is made of ceramic, but everything is matched so well. They take really their time to put this piece together, and it's just fun to watch them. So guys, my recommendation really is consider them, check them out, especially with waiting lists everywhere, which you don't have with Grand Seiko. Guys, this concludes the review of my Grand Seiko, and it's a very special piece because I do collect since 2008, which is quite a while, 11 years. And this is the last watch I'm going to let into my collection. Of course, I have my eyes on some other watches too, like the Zen 903 Navi Timer version, so to say. But still, I do collect since quite a while. I was on the market for a very long time for a perfect wristwatch. I think I found it with this piece, and I collect to keep, and I collect, or my way of collecting is ticking boxes. So I think at the moment I just would like to enjoy the collection I have here. You really have to stay put for the next watch collection review, State of the Collection from Mr. B, which is going to come pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'm eager to learn about your opinion about this Seiko, this Grand Seiko. Please leave comments in the comment section below. Do you think it's totally boring? Do you think it's a nice addition to the collection? What is your opinion about Grand Seiko? What do you think about their quartz movements and their other movements? Share your thoughts in the comment section with me and the community. I look forward to read you there, guys. I wish all of you now a very happy Sunday afternoon, a good start into the new week. Look forward to see you in the next one. Say goodbye and auf Wiedersehen. Euer Konstantin. Ciao, guys.